Hey everyone, so it's April 13th, 2018. Today feels more like summer. It's expected to be around the 70s, and tomorrow as well. So I felt it would be great to take advantage of this warmer weather, get a little more training in for the Allegheny 100 than I'm doing in June. So I just wanted to put together a quick little video for you today. So I wanted to show you what I'm going to be bringing with me tomorrow on the trail. I am planning on doing about 25 miles tomorrow on the Appalachian Trail, and I will show you that. We're also going to go through some of the snacks that I'm bringing, just because it is going to be more of a day hike, and how I'm going to be hydrating also. So the pack I have here is the Patagonia Linked 16. I really love Patagonia's alpine packs, the way that they carry weight, the simplicity. I know they're not made for backpacking excursions, but I have been able to adapt them to suit that purpose. So I find their packs to work very well for me personally. So this one I just picked up. I'm really excited to take it out tomorrow on the trail. I added some shock cordage to the side of it in case I want to cinch my trekking poles to it. I will also show you this pack getting packed up. But it's got some good padding and not too much ventilation, but it does also have the hip belt support that I had mentioned. Nothing as well defined as the Osprey, but this strap might not look like it does a lot, but it will help keep the weight in place. I've got my trash compactor bag as my pack liner. It is expected to rain later on tomorrow. I've got my clothing in this bag, as I showed you. And here I have my Patagonia R1 fleece, a couple of extra pairs of socks. In here, this is the Sea to Summit compression dry bag with E-vent. So the waterproofing is there, and the E-vent allows air to compress out of this bag, so it packs it down really nice and small. And here I have my sleeping bag, the Sierra Designs one, my Thermarest Neo Air, and my Ultimate Direction tarp and bivy. Smaller items. I actually found a great product that I'm excited to bring on this challenge now. So I'm going to be going stoveless for this challenge. And the reason I'm able to do that is because I found a great coffee that tastes like coffee for the most part. And I don't need to boil water for it. So I'm super excited about that, being able to go stoveless. That'll cut down weight and some extra bulk that I was going to be bringing just to bring coffee. So instead I'm going to be bringing a Sea to Summit X mug. It's very collapsible. It uses food grade silicone, and this is 16.2 fluid ounces. So I'm going to be filling this up with my coffee each morning. My spot device, I set some pre-programmed messages to see how those work out tomorrow, adding a little extra text to what I had previously, some hand sanitizer, lip balm, sunblock, insect repellent. This is going to be critical because the mosquitoes are starting to make their way out now. They're starting to hatch. And so I also treated this pack with permethrin yesterday, and I let it dry outside. So that is all set. That'll give me some extra protection. And here I have my first aid gear repair emergency kit, and also my ground cloth for the tarp and bivy. Got the hoops, the thin wires that I had discussed in the last video for supporting the bivy so it's not resting on my face. My Sea to Summit ultralight pillow. My mosquito head net with insect shield. This might come into play tomorrow depending on how buggy it is. We've got my electronics device charger, the Anchor Power Core. Got the Black Diamond Ion. I'm going to bring this just because it's going to be more of a day hike. and this is going to be 100 lumens and under 2 ounces. I have my multi-tool and also my Katadyn Be-Free water filter. And I'm switching it up a little bit just to test things out along with this pack. So because this pack doesn't really have any external pockets or anything, I am going to try a Osprey Hydraulics LT 1.5 liter bladder because this came right out of my trail running vest that I have right here. And this should work pretty well with this pack because there is a narrow sleeve inside, and there's also a port right in the back here, so I can have the hose come out of there. Because this uses a magnet to hold it onto my trail running vest, I removed that because I don't want it to interfere with my spot device that'll be hanging on the shoulder strap here. And there is a little open piece of webbing here that's looped, so I can slide the hydration hose and the bite valve through that and keep that secure. And then I am also going to be carrying the Hydra Pack stow. This is about 17 fluid ounces, and as I mentioned in the other video, I am not going to be putting my electrolyte tablets or anything inside of this or with my filter. So this is going to be my extra bottle where I'm going to put my drink mixes and my protein powders and also my electrolyte tablets. This is going to clip with this carabiner right onto one of the loops. There are 12 of them. There's 6 on each side. And as I showed you already, I just took some shock cord and an ellipse toggle and connected that for some extra storage. Lastly, this is my tripod. I like to use this to take pictures, set the timer on my iPhone. It works great with the iPhone 7, and I can also film some videos. My compass, and then my map. Yes, I do have a lot of experience on the AT, and I've also hiked this section I'm doing tomorrow multiple times, but I still like to carry a map with me no matter what. It just works really well with the compass. You never know when something might come up. So that's going to be the gear that I'm going to be bringing with me. And let's take a look at the clothing. Alright, and then here is what I'm going to have on myself tomorrow as I am out doing this 25-mile hike. I have the Salomon S-Lab Ultras. I really love these. I've been getting a lot of mileage in with them. They work very well for my narrow foot. Super breathable, as I had mentioned in my last video. With that, I'm also going to wear some Swiftwick Aspire socks. Those are going to dry very quickly if I need them to. And they also help with blister prevention. I've got my Patagonia Strider 5-inch inseam trail running shorts with the liners. I'm going to be wearing these because I'm going to be starting out super early in the morning. Hey buddy. I am going to also bring my Outdoor Research Helium 2 pants. These will give me a little bit of protection from the cold that will probably be around in the early morning. This will also work pretty well as an extra barrier if I need it from any storms that come through, or also I can use this as part of my sleep system at night. For my upper torso, I have my Nike Dry Fit base layer. This is long sleeve, so I can run the sleeves up my arm if I wanted to turn it into short sleeve. And This will give me good sun protection tomorrow because there are not a lot of leaves on the trees yet, so sun coverage is a little more minimal than normal. And this is treated with permethrin as well, and also those shorts. And then I've got my Patagonia Houdini jacket. This is going to be my outer shell. Compact, good wind protection, and light rain protection. I also have my buff that I'm going to be wearing, and I can utilize that if I need to in other ways. Have my REI Co-op Activator Trail Gaiters. These are going to keep debris and everything out of my socks and shoes. Keep my feet clean. Yeah, buddy. Then I have my REI hat. This is the Scree-Line cap, breathable, and it's going to work with my mosquito net if I need to use it. The visor will also give me some sun protection, and it will also wick away any sweat. I've got my Native Hardtop Ultra sunglasses and my Black Diamond Carbon Z poles. I'll be hiking with these the whole entire time, and then as I showed in the other videos, I'm going to be using these as my shelter structure at night to set up my tarp. And so these will give me really good stability, help me keep my pace. I don't know what my pace will be yet tomorrow. I'm excited to check that out and share that with you. Alright, so for the trip tomorrow, I am going to be starting right off of 41 here in Salisbury, Connecticut, right on Under Mountain Road. And I'm going to start right near the Lion's Head Trail parking lot and hike up to the Overlook and Lion's Head. Then I'm going to go by the Riga Shelter, Ballbrook Group Sites, Brassy Brook Shelter, and up north to Bear Mountain. And then I'm going to make a steep descent down into Sages Ravine and into Massachusetts, and then up to Laurel Ridge, Racebrook Falls, and finally Mount Everett. It's about 12.5 miles, and after that I'm going to turn around at Mount Everett and make my way back to my car at the Lion's Head parking lot. So for April 14th, it's going to be very abnormally warm for this trip, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to start off in the low 50s tomorrow morning and reach about the mid 70s, and then we have a cold front coming in for Sunday. So the temperature is going to be dropping significantly throughout the course of the day tomorrow. So having those long pants will help give me a little extra protection from that as well. It's supposed to be like 75, 76 Saturday, April 14th, and then Sunday, April 15th. It's supposed to be around like the low 40s, so with a lot of heavy rain. Alright, so for tomorrow, I'm going to be carrying all of my scented items and my food in the lock sack, odor-proof sack. These I've been using for years. They work very, very well. They'll last about a month, so about the same amount of time as a trash compactor bag before these seams start fraying on me and splitting, or punctures in the bags, anything, and then I'll just replace it with another one. Now, the coffee that I'm super excited about is the Alpine Start. I tried a couple of these with cold water. They work very well. You don't get any granules. You don't get any clumps that are floating around in the water. It dissolves very quickly, and it tastes pretty good. So I'm going to be using this with some Coffee Mate coffee creamer, and because I like to have a little bit of flavor and creamer in my coffee. I don't drink my coffee black. And they come in these small little sleeves, just like the other brands that are out there. For rehydrating along with my water, I'm going to be using Noon tablets. I really love the way that the Noon tablets taste. I've been using a bunch of them for months now, but I've never tried this tangerine lime one, so I'm looking forward to testing that out too and seeing how it works throughout the course of the day. I love Pro Bar stuff, so I'm going to be carrying with me some of the Bolt organic energy chews. The pink lemonade really tastes like pink lemonade. It's going to be perfect for the summer-like day tomorrow, and it will help give me a little bit of an energy boost. I've got a couple of Epic protein bars here. This one is beef, habanero, and cherry. And I also have bison meat with uncured bacon and cranberry. They're pretty small, but they're packed full of a lot of nutrients, protein, and everything that I'll be depleting. Then I have these Kind bars, which I really like. They're cold-pressed fruit. And this just adds to it with some dark chocolate, which is going to make it even more delicious. They are really, really good. Again, packed full of nutrients and healthy sugars, fibers, and fats. I've got some Power Crunch energy bars. They are packed with protein also. The red velvet one is one of my favorites. 13 grams of protein in this, and it also has a decent amount of carbs and a good amount of fats, 13 grams of fat. So I like to carry a lot of fats with me too. I've got some dried goji berries here that I'm going to carry with me for a little snack. Some protein powder. I've never tried this yet, so I'm looking forward to testing this out. This is going to help keep me nourished, and I'm looking forward to see how this tastes and how it helps with performance. I've got another Pro Bar. This is the base. It's got chia and flax seeds in it, gluten-free, and a decent amount of fat. It's more protein, but it's high in calories, so the calories are what I'm going for with this trip tomorrow. I might also bring a sandwich. I might make a sandwich. I'm going to be pushing a lot of mileage tomorrow. I don't want to burn out quick. And then I also have some post-workout or post-recovery amino acid energy powder. This is blue raspberry. This will be a nice twist on everything else that I have with me. And I can make this at my car tomorrow when I finish the hike and help with recovering my muscles and everything that will be burned out from the day. Alright, so let's get rid of this trail running vest because I'm going to be wearing that in just a little bit. And I'm not going to be bringing that with me tomorrow. I'm going to pack this whole entire pack with all of this stuff that you see here and show you what it looks like as a final result. Alright, so this will give you an idea of how the hydration looks inside of the bag. And then the hose is coming out through the back. Alright, so I've got all my essential items on the outside here. Maps, compass, sunblock, insect repellent, anything I need from there. At the very top, I have my food, my Catadine Bee-Free water filter. I also have my head net. Over here, I've got the Hydropack stow clipped to the pack. Got my hand sanitizer. Got my hydration hooked up to the sternum strap into the pack. And then I have my spot device. Alright guys, so it's April 14th, 2018, and I'm heading over to the trailhead for the Appalachian Trail. It's about an hour away. The temperature today was expected to be up to 76, and now they're saying that it might not even break 60, so we'll see what happens with that. I do have my my lightweight shell pants in case I need them, but I'm still going to start off with trail running shorts. And my pack, I have around 12 pounds in it, using the Patagonia Link 16. Alright guys, so I'm here at the trailhead below Lion's Head on the Appalachian Trail, and just getting set up quick, and then I'm going to head out. But I wanted to give you a demonstration of the instant coffee. So, get that going. Alright, so here it is, Alpine Start instant coffee. You just pour it all in. Add your water. Stir it around. I don't have a spoon with me today, so I'll just use the packet. Look at that. Add a little creamer to it. That is Alpine Start instant coffee. Nothing floating around, and it's delicious. Alright, so a couple other people here. Let me just get packed up. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so here's the pack, and I might actually change this. There's Wita Wanchu Mountain behind the trees over there. think up here I'm gonna make a couple of quick adjustments with the pack and take a layer off because I'm warming up already. I've only been out here for like 5 minutes. Alright, so I just quickly cinched up my bottle around the shock cordage and also clipped it to this loop for reinforcement and threw my fleece in the top. So I got a couple of big blowdowns right here on the AT. Looks like we got a little bit of mud here. This pack is feeling good. Coming up on a water crossing. So let's see what this is like. It's not too bad at all. Actually a good spot to fill up if needed. Alright, so this is like the fourth blowdown that I've seen on the AT before you get to Lion's Head. And yeah, storms can be pretty intense up here in New England. And so this area just got ravaged. Look at this. Alright, so here's the final approach to Lion's Head. And I'm gonna stop up there, just hydrate quickly with some of the electrolyte water. Here it is. I'll show you the view. Hydrate and head toward Bear Mountain. Check that out. Absolutely gorgeous. You definitely see the haze and fog burning off from this morning. You can hear the waterfalls down there. Beautiful, beautiful view. So Bear Mountain is over that way, and then after that we have Mount Everett over there also. And that's going to be the turnaround point today. So let's keep moving on. Alright, so I've got a faster pace going now that it's a little more flat, and there's also no blowdowns that I've really come across that have posed an issue yet. So it's been helping me go at a better pace that I was predicting. Pack is still feeling great, and footwear is working very well. Breathable, getting good responsiveness on the terrain that I'm traveling through. Socks are staying nice and dry, breathable, not feeling any hot spots. Luckily, the bugs have not been an issue yet, and so I just hit Riga, and I'm gonna stop up here for a quick view for everyone, and also take in a little more electrolytes. Here's one of the bear boxes that they have. Nice and close to the shelter. I've stayed here many times, and it's one of the best spots to catch the sunrise. If you're ever out this way, definitely come check this out. All right, you ready for this view? All right, so I just hydrated with the Noon tablets, and tangerine lime is delicious. Nice job, guys. Nice subtle taste. And we'll see how it works throughout the day, along with the water that I have. Alright, as you can see, recently a little bit of snow melt left. The water that I passed by, there's no shortage, so I'm going to be just fine today. Filling up and filtering out here. I might fill up over at Brassy Brook, but for now, I've got plenty. Alright, so just leaving Riga now, and my pace is about 3.4 miles an hour. And I'm about 3 miles in, and that's slowed down a little bit due to those blowdowns. Had to kind of navigate through them, but it's good to have the pace going up again, and trying to do the 25 today. Alright, so this pack is carrying very, very well. I'm really pleased with it so far. This is my first time using it though, so I am only like 3.2, 3.3 miles into the hike. See how it ends up during the rest of the day. Alright, so here's the Ball Brook camping area. I'm not going to go up in there. I just want to keep going. So, but Grassy Brook is up here too. And it sounds like the water is flowing really nicely. Alright, we've got another water crossing over here. Nothing too major. Flowing nicely though. Amazing what a difference just a couple hundred feet can make. Got a lot more snow melt now that I'm just trekking through, and snow still all around the side of the trail here. Well, the trail is like this. I guarantee it's gonna be like this over at Bear Mountain. Alright, this sounds like it can be a fun stretch coming up. But here's the Grassy Brook camp area. I'm not gonna really go into there, but there is another shelter up there, as you can see through the trees, and a bear box right over there also. Alright, let's scope this out. This sounds like it's going to be fun. That's not bad. That's not bad. Check that out. Oh yeah. Check out all this snow. Still a fair amount. Alright, so just past Riga Junction. There's somebody taking a break over there. I didn't want to disturb their wild experience, so I just filmed as I walked by. yeah, I am expecting this to start getting muddy, snowy, and busy. This is a very popular area for day hikes. A lot of people coming up from the Undermountain Trail. But yeah, we'll see. So far, it's been pretty quiet, and been keeping a good pace. Did come across another blowdown before I hit Riga Junction. Pretty big one. Had to actually climb over it. There's a nice quick overlook. There's Lion's Head. Everything else I went through. And then over here we've got Round Mountain, Frisell, Allender. Can't really see the Catskills in the distance, but could definitely see some clouds moving in, making their way south with the cooler air. So we're gonna keep going, see what the rest of the day brings. Alright, so it sounds like there's definitely some people up at the summit of Bear. So I'm gonna just give you a view of the Catskills and the South Taconic Range. And I'm gonna head up there and I'll film the view for you, but again, I don't want to bother anyone. Alright, approaching the tower at the top of Bear Mountain. Yeah, there are not a lot of people. It is only 10 o'clock in the morning, so maybe they're just not up yet, but I expect this place to be busy later. I passed a couple of guys back there. Just gonna film up here quick, give you a view, air out my feet, have a snack, and continue off that way to that highest round peak right there, and then turn around. That's Mount Everett. But nature always has the upper hand, and you can see those clouds moving in from Vermont and northwestern Massachusetts. So we'll see how things go. I am prepared for everything today, but it looks like there's still snow off in the distance at Mohawk. It's crazy. But yeah, welcome from the top of Bear Mountain, Connecticut's highest peak, but not the highest point. Highest point is on the southwestern slope of Mount Frisell. Yeah, feet are feeling good. Socks are still nice and dry. Footwear got a little wet and muddy, but dried really quickly. They're feeling really comfortable, handling the terrain really well. This pack is really carrying the weight nicely too. I'm really impressed, and yeah, everything is going very well so far. About 6 miles in, another 6 to go, and then or 6.5, and then I gotta turn around. All right, see you guys in a bit. This is the descent down the north face of Bear Mountain. This is definitely going to be wet, snowy, muddy. And a little bit challenging. Alright, yeah. You can see water flowing all the way down. Yeah, this is definitely a little more trickier and definitely a lot of fun. Not the best terrain for trail runners, but take your time and read the terrain. You should be just fine. Well, that was a blast. Oh man. And now it's just going through constant muck and snow. And once I get down to the bottom, I'm gonna take my socks off for a minute and wring them out, because they are definitely soaked. So, heading down into Sage's Ravine now. Sage's Ravine. Not too bad, huh? Love it down here. So you cross that bridge, that'll bring you up to Sage's Ravine campsite. You can see there's a little kiosk up there with a trail registry. Yeah, we are going to continue this way and head into Massachusetts. Alright, so this snow is definitely, and ice, has been slowing my pace down quite a bit. And my feet are wet again too, so I'm gonna have to stop and wring my socks out. So, absolutely beautiful. Alright, so I've hit the state line. I'm heading to Massachusetts. And this is going to be fun. And then from there I'm going to head up to Race Mountain and Mount Everett and then turn around. But this is what we've got. That is going to be tricky water crossing. Alright, so as you can see, there's no way around me staying dry here. That ship has sailed. So let's go and just swap this around. Not too bad, but I'm definitely soaking now. Some water definitely got in there. Alright. I'm gonna get up a little higher and just wring these socks out quick. Alright, made the climb up from Sages and hitting Laurel Ridge campsite now. As you can see, there's a privy right there. I'm not gonna go up there either. I'm just gonna keep going. Nearing the top of Mount Race, and I'm gonna stop for lunch after that. Check this out though. This is some awesome cliff walking. Weather's still holding up, but there's Bear Mountain over there. You can see with the snow that I went down. Be going back up that later. Lion's Head. Alright. You can see the bad weather is definitely coming in. And there's Mount Greylock off in the distance. I don't know if I could zoom in while I'm recording, but oh yeah. There's Greylock off to the very left. You can kind of see it through the clouds. Alright, so I'm at the top of Race Mountain. There's my final peak for the day, Mount Everett. Well, final peak that I have to hit, and then it's just backtracking everything. Bear Mountain is over there. You can see all of the snow. That is going to be fun to go back up later. Alright, yeah, this is just becoming a big, wet, snowy, muddy mess again. Yeah, so north end of Race is definitely flowing well with water. I'm just trying to keep my feet as dry as possible through here, but this has definitely just been one wet, muddy, slippery day. Oh boy. Hello. Alright, we gotta get through this. Alright, so we're at the trail. So we're going to head north to Mount Everett. And there's tons of snow, ice, and water still. Alright, heading up Everett. A couple of hikers coming down. Shut my camera off for a minute. Alright, so I'm at the summit of Mount Everett, my turnaround point for the day. You can see the clouds are starting to move in. And I'm taking advantage of the sun, drying everything out. Much needed. I was starting to get a hot spot on my right foot from all the water, so I got my socks drying, aired my feet out, put some Body Glide on, and I'll be good. Got some water, just hydrated, just had a nice snack. Footwear and everything should be dried out by now, so I'm gonna make my way back. Yeah, good 12.5 miles. I got another 12.5 to go the whole way back. I'm probably going to focus on the trip a bit more rather than filming this section, just so I can make a good time. It's definitely slowing me down a little bit filming with one hand with the camera, and then going through the snow and ice and everything. So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. Pack handles pretty well. Good for a day pack, definitely. Probably not going to use this on the challenge, even though I do have everything for the challenge in there. I just want some water bottle pockets and that nice hip belt from the Osprey pack. Footwear has been great, so I can't fault the traction or anything when there's tons of snow and ice. But it worked very well and kept me dry for the most part. So, I mean, if you're out there and you're gonna get wet, you're going to get wet. So you just need to manage it well and try to mitigate it as much as possible. And if it does happen, address it right away. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna leave you at the summit of Everett and pack all my stuff up and start making my way back before this storm moves in. Alright, so making my way back down Mount Everett. My phone is slowly dying, so there's a great view of Bear Mountain right there. Race is off to the left behind the trees, and then Lion's Head all the way back there where I'm heading to get to my car. Then you have Round Mountain, Mount Frisell, Brace Mountain, Mount Ashley, Allender Mountain, all in that one little area. Oh man, that drying period was nice. Let's try to keep my feet dry for a while now. It's going to be tough in these sections, but amazing what a little body glide will do, and just letting your skin dry for a little bit. Oh, my socks and my footwear. Feels like I just started. Good thing, because I've got another 12.5 miles to go. All right, I'll make my way. All right. Whew. There's the cars. Just getting back. 25 miles in about 9 hours, so that is going to, let me just get this marker again. I love those old AT markers. Did probably a 2.7, 2.8 mile an hour pace all day. My feet are shot from all of the mud and water and snow on the way back. Now I'm gonna tend to my feet tonight when I get back. And there's the trailhead again. Yeah, it was definitely a memorable day. All right, I'm gonna get this recovery drink going and head home.